Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we're doing a little impromptu stream. It's what time? It's 10 o'clock at night. I saw a little thing over on the Twitterverse. Jed for Prez. I guess you were the one that tagged me in it. But I saw this video from Joe Douglas looking like he's having a pretty good old time. And I want to take a look at it. Let's let a few more people hop into the stream here, and then we'll kind of look at it together if you guys haven't seen it. Fish Alaska, what's up? Molin Labe, Jimmy Jets, Jay-Z, Jets fan, Nick, Jed, Famous Julian, what's good? All right. I did put a poll question in the chat. Now, if you have seen the video, you can vote on it. If you haven't seen the video yet, don't vote. Wait until after we watch the video together, and then you can vote on the stream, or vote on the question. Joe Douglas is confident, is tampering, is feeling good. I think all these things could maybe sort of possibly be right. I guess you can't probably tamper if you have been given permission to talk to Aaron Rodgers, right? I think. Who knows? Curly, Owen, Edgar, Devin, 808, Ron, what's up? Guys, make sure you hit that like button on the way in. Kevin says, definitely not tampering. All right, that makes me feel good. I was concerned. Like, tell me Joe Douglas did something silly while I slam a few beers. This video it's pretty cool. Joe Douglas is talking to fans. It looks like it's a WFAN thing. I think that's what it was, is what someone was telling me. So I'm really looking forward to watching this with you guys. I already saw it, but I am excited to discuss it with everyone in the chat. Steve says, is this considered tampering, or because the Jets were given permission, Packers openly discussed in interviews? Yeah, I'm not too sure. It's a little funky, I think, but probably not. I would think not tampering. Joe Douglas is a pretty smart dude. If this was tampering, this would be a really big misstep. But all right, let's listen. Let's hop into the video, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Woo! All right, so let me ask you. You drafted 2 Rookie of the Years, Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. What was that like?
Pretty fun. It's credit to those guys for what they did this year, but those guys love football and I'm
You love football. You love football, baby. It's your Jet GM, baby. Maybe the best that there ever has been. I'm telling you. So I have to ask you, Aaron Rodgers, when's he coming?
He's gonna be here.
I love Joe Douglas. This guy looks like he can hang. Oh, man. Joe Douglas. I love it. He's confident. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a New York Jet. He's going to be here. I think he's maybe feeling a little good. That's what it seemed like. I don't know. How soon do we think this is actually going to happen? This is like the big thing for me. Everyone thinks it's going to happen. But when's it going to happen? He seems confident. Salah seems confident. Fun fact, so I work in golf. Robert Saleh did a speaking engagement for a PGA seminar. And he also said, Aaron Rodgers is going to be here. During that. So we got 2 guys. We got Saleh. We've got Douglas. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. Love seeing this kind of stuff. Jed, he says, I take credit for getting you the video first. You can take credit because I think it was you. You hit me real quick. D. Mars says, JD is drunk. He's going to cringe in the morning. I mean, that was a pretty cool cringe if it is. It's okay. I have no issues with it. JP's Aquariums. Since the Rams left St. Louis, I don't have a team. Should I be a Jets fan? Yeah, dude. Hop on the bandwagon. Absolutely. There's plenty of room. Vincent, Ryan, you're the best. ESPN material, move over. Stephen A. Ah, shucks. The zooming gonna make me tweak. Yeah, when they're zooming in and out on the camera. Some people, and I hate when people film vertical. I'm a YouTube guy, sideways. I know everything's vertical now. I can't switch. Just hurts. I like more visual. Boomer is tipsy. Feeling guy tipsy. He's slushed, says Jimmy. Kevin says, yeah, let's go with confident. Jed says another 6-year extension, please. Dude, if we get Aaron Rodgers and we go to the playoffs and win a game, I'm not even anything crazy. Even if we just go to the playoffs, I think Joe Douglas has earned himself an extension. This team is looking significantly better than it was just when he initially took over. Between him and Salah, this has been an awesome evolution here. Ace Solo says, I love Joey D, baby. I got to get the O'Leary, Joey D, baby. the voice he did for, oh, God, was that Jermaine Johnson? I think it was. It was so good. So there's a shameless plug. If you guys haven't checked out the draft stream trailer. Ooh. Maybe you didn't. I don't think I posted it to this channel. Now that I'm thinking about it. Draft stream coming up. Going to be a lot of fun. Team Mars, Joe Douglas definitely had a few cocktails. Dustin thinks it's going to be by April 17th when OTAs start. So we got 10 days for that to happen. I think that is definitely a possibility. Jeremy says, I just can't wait for Aaron's introductory press conference wearing Jets gear. I saw him in a green shirt under a jacket the other day, and I was like, oh, it's so good. I just want it. I want to see him in green. Oh, geez. Jimmy says, good thing they're holding each other up. They're having fun. I like it. Jed says, announced on Monday, right? Oh, that would be cool. That'd be cool. I feel like it would leak out over the weekend. But maybe they announce it on Monday and they get the whole media week of it. That would be cool. I've heard they're talking about the conditional compensation, the contingency compensation. I think it was that Fowler talking about that today? Someone was talking about that today. That's hey, if Aaron Rodgers retires after a year, Jets don't want to be on the hook for future picks or different things. Roger Rabbit says, Ryan, you really think we good, man? Be honest. Dude, I'm really excited. I don't bet on the Jets ever. If you know me, I have literally always, I would say 95% of the time, 98% of the time, I have taken the Jets to lose in my pick'em weeks. My weekly pick'em, I never take the Jets to win. 9 times out of 10, I'm usually right, but I also want to be happy when the Jets win. I'd rather be, losing in my pick'em than having the Jets lose and then me being doubly mad at them. So that's how I normally bet on the Jets. Well, I put $100 down on the Jets winning the Super Bowl. Before the Aaron Rodgers stuff, I don't even think they met with him at that point. And I've been I'm confident. This team is solid. Aaron Rodgers is going to put us over the top. I'm very, very confident. I was on the AFC East roundtable yesterday in place of Richie, and I was just talking a whole bunch of shit for a half hour, just going on. I am very, very confident that this whole Aaron Rodgers thing is going to get done, and we are going to be a really good friggin' team. Kevin says he can't wait for the draft stream. Boom! You damn right you can't wait for the draft stream. Do I have it pulled up? I don't know if I have it in here, because then I'll show it on the screen, but I don't think I don't think I have it on here. Damn. See? Got to work on that. Blitz Crew says, I think we know who JD thinks has the leverage. Yeah, right? Could you imagine if he's he's going to come, he's going to be here. And then he's in July. He's screw him. We're using all our picks this year. Jed for Prez says he had Jets cleats on in Lazard's Insta post. I did not see that. It's funny. I saw the post, but I didn't catch the shoes. I've been working so much, I've actually missed probably more of this stuff than not. Harris says, what? Something happened. So Joe Douglas talking at a fan event. I think it was a WFAN event. And he says he's coming, or he's going to be here, Aaron Rodgers. Little sloshed. I shouldn't say that. He appears to have been enjoying himself. And I'm hoping it's just exuding confidence, and hopefully we just got ourselves a good deal. I just want the quarterback. I'm ready. David says, it is just great to be a Jet right now. Finally going to have a team we all deserve. Just a team we could be proud of, too. Like, that's kind of where we're at. The last 2 years have been really cool to watch the development of the young players. And now that you're getting, like, the quarterback that can really put everything together, I think we're going to be proud of this team. I really, really do. Rob says Rodgers is going to be the first to wear 0. That would be cool. I kind of like 0 is kind of weird for a quarterback, but I like that they've added 0. I'm a big fan. That would be an interesting way to like start off the whole thing. Blitzkrieg says, I think JD will finish off Aaron Rodgers 12 soon. Aside from the draft, JD is waiting for post-draft cuts to round us out. I agree. Pedro dropping in with a super chat says, are you going to draft at MetLife? Tickets free on Ticketmaster. I have been to the Jets and Giants draft party. It's a lot of fun. They do end the draft party after both teams pick. So the Giants being at 25, it's going to virtually be the entire first round, which is kind of cool. So I've never been there for that long. Usually like the Jets and Giants are within the top 10, 13 picks. At least since I've been doing this channel, 13 is the latest pick the Jets have had. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to go, though. I'm going to be I'm doing the draft stream with O'Leary, Green Bean, and then a whole bunch of other guest stars. But I think we may possibly not confirmed at all yet. It kind of depends on what a certain entity says. But I think we're going to have a really prominent Jets figure, not content creator so much as it is possibly... We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm hoping we can say soon. Momtaz drops in and says, O-line is not fixed. Even if we draft one of the top centers, same for linebacker and defensive tackle, we are worse than last year. Safeties, wide receivers are better. So where are we worse right now? Linebackers, I'd say we're a net neutral right now. Quan, still out there. I do think they're going to address it. I don't think they're just going to leave linebacker where they're at right now. Defensive tackle, I don't know that we're weaker. I mean, we lost Rankins and you lose Nathan Shepard, but you bring in Jefferson to play with Quinnen. I like that. I think they're not done at defensive tackle either, so I'm not really ready to say we're worse there. So you're saying we're the same for linebacker, defensive tackle. That's where I'm getting at. And then what are you talking about? One of the top, same for offensive linemen. Look, offensive line, I think we're going to get a tackle. I think we're going to get a center. I think we are going to get another linebacker at some point, but it might be later in the draft. I think they kind of want to see what they have in Sherwood. Take advantage of some of the guys you've already drafted and possibly developed behind the scenes. We'll see. Or you bring back Quan. I think the Jets will be fine. No concern. Harlan making some good points here. 262 watchers, only 63 likes. Hit the like button if you enjoy this stuff. Once we get up, let's get it up to 125 likes. When we get to 125 likes, I'll play the video again because some of you guys may not have seen the video. Although if you're hanging out in here, you probably saw it on Twitter or something like that. But I'll play it again when we get up to 125 likes. Gator McCluskey drops in, says, emailed you some rare video footage of Rodgers and Lazard working out the other day. Did you really? Did I miss that? Let's see. Oh, got it right here. Oh, dude, I don't want to download shit. I don't like that stuff. That stuff scares me. Let's see. I'll have to take a look at it. I don't want to open it on this computer, though. Sorry, dude. Ryan, are you taking calls tonight? I wasn't necessarily planning on taking calls. We'll see. See where things go. Hey, Ryan, are you doing the draft live again this year? Yes, absolutely. I should probably drop the other trailer. Guys, if you're in here, there's a really good chance you probably don't realize that myself, O'Leary, and Greenbean started a new channel. It's going to, we're going to start actually posting on it in July, but we are pushing some people over there now. I will, it is the youtube.com/@TalkinJets. If you guys want to head over, hit the subscribe button. Look at that. I already subscribed. You guys are good. The New York Bully drops in. What's up, buddy? He says, Joe Douglas publicly stating that solidifies that Aaron Rodgers is coming. Douglas put his reputation and possibly future career on the line if he's wrong, so I'm 100% confident in his proclamation. Guys, just a few more likes and we will show the video that we are referring to in this, obviously, live stream. Joe Douglas talking at a fan event saying, Joe Douglas, Aaron Rodgers is coming. He's going to be here. I'm excited. I was confident before this. As soon as Aaron Rodgers said, I was like, this is definitely happening. It makes sense for like way too many reasons for both teams, for the player, for like our young guys, and like everyone involved, the NFL, everyone wants it. Just make it happen. The only people who don't want it are like Patriot fans, Bills fans, and Dolphins fans. Some of them might lie and say, oh, we want him. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers washed. He's on the decline. Jets don't matter. Yeah, they can kick rocks. Absolutely kick rocks. But I'm confident, New York Bully. I'm with you. Mr. 2 says, I want to kiss JD's big bald head. I love that meme. Oh, it's so great. Kevin says he already subscribed. Sports Frenzy. I swear if we lose the 13th pick over this due to tampering, I'll be in a dark place. If we lose the 13th pick for tampering, I am going to be so upset because I made an April Fool's video talking about just that. No, I didn't talk about just that. But you could go take a look at it. It was on April 1st. But I made a thumbnail about it. I don't want that to be the case. I'd be pretty upset. I don't think this would be considered tampering, though. Carmelo says, Lazard and Rodgers about to love them some Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. Oh, dude, this offense is going to be friggin' ridiculous. Absolutely nuts. All right. Guys can't get me more. Come on. We got 8 more likes. 8 more likes. You can hit that like button in there. If you enjoy this sort of stuff, want to see the video, I know you guys want to see the video. I'm going to play the video regardless. Even if you don't like the video. It's okay. All right. We've got 341 people in here. Let's play the clip of Joe Douglas at this I think it's a WFAN event. I should probably figure out where exactly he was when all this went down. Let's see. Does anyone say? WFAN Mornings is what it was tagged as on Twitter, I believe. But let's play the clip again for those of you guys that did not see it.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Woo! All right, so let me ask you. You drafted 2 Rookie of the Years, Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. What was that like?
It's pretty fun. It's credit to those guys for what they did this year, but those guys love football and I'm doing
You love football. You love football, baby. It's your Jet GM, baby. Maybe the best that there ever has been. I'm telling you. So, I have to ask you. Aaron Rodgers, when's he coming?
He's going to be here. He's going to be here.
Did you guys catch that at the end? I didn't catch it the first time that I watched that, or the second or the third time. But this last time that I just watched that, after he says he's going to be here, it almost sounds like he says eventually. I don't know if you guys heard that. And that makes me think maybe it's not going to happen before the draft. I didn't catch that. That's interesting to me. Did he actually say that? I kind of want to go back. Let's go back and listen to that one more time. I'll go towards the end and listen to after he says he's going to be here. What's that next thing that he says?
J.E. It's your champ GM, baby. Maybe the best that there ever has been. I'm telling you. So, I have to ask you. Aaron Rodgers, when's he coming?
He's going to be here. He's going to be here.
Right? Did you hear that? I think he's going to get here eventually. How pressing does that sound? Like we heard Robert Saleh said, yeah, we can wait. You know, a quarterback that already knows the system or is familiar with the system can hop in training camp at some point, and he already knows what he's doing. Like that to me, when Saleh said that, was like, okay, they're patiently waiting. Joe Douglas at the owners' meeting, patiently waiting, very laid back. We're not in any rush. Here, he says he's going to be here, and now I'm excited about it. I think we were all probably thinking he's going to be here anyway. But like that little bit that I didn't catch the first time. Eventually, he's going to be here. Eventually. When does it happen? I feel like the biggest pressure point has got to be OTAs coming up in 10 days, April 17th. That's I don't believe that's mandatory. I think it's is it voluntary? I think it's voluntary. I think the only mandatory stuff happens at the beginning of June. But yeah, does Aaron Rodgers come in before OTAs? All the drama's ironed out. No one has to deal with the bullshit of like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is in the building at Green Bay, or he's not in the building at Green Bay, or like Zach Wilson is here, but we know he's not going to be the quarterback. We're just waiting for Aaron Rodgers. Like, what is going on? When does it happen? Does it happen draft night? It's got to be for a second round pick, right? That's got to be what it's going to be for. Cannot give up 13. I would be so upset if that's what wound up happening. I think it ultimately winds up, and when you give up the second, it's got to be 43. Don't give them 42. Don't do it. You stand your ground. Look, if he gives up 42 instead of 43, and we don't get like another pick back because of it, it's very silly to argue over. But man, I would be so upset. I want 40. I want 42. It's the principle of the thing. You wanted a second round pick. You were going to take ours anyway. Don't take 42. I want 42. Rob said, all he said is he's gonna be here. 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 Didn't say anything about being a Jet. Can't get him for tampering. Ooh. That would imagine if that was a loophole. That's some, we all know who he's talking about. He said Aaron Rodgers. Did he say a Jet? I guess he said when is he gonna be here? He's gonna be here eventually. Maybe he's gonna play another game in New York eventually as a Green Bay Packer. Yeah, they can't get him for tampering, right? Ronald said, I just rewind it 4 times and didn't hear him say eventually. What's the word after Boomer starts like cheering? Like as soon as he says he's going to be here, he says something else. It feel like when I listen to it, it almost sounds he's going to get in here eventually. I'm curious to see what else you guys think in here. Sports Frenzy says, no way Packers hold on to him, don't get compensation in this year's draft while also paying him $60 million to sit on the bench. Yeah, well, I don't think they're necessarily going to. I could see a trade happening after the draft. I think it's more likely to happen before and they just figure it out and don't have the drama. But like the Jets could sit and wait. AZ Jets says, trade back to the mid-20s in the first. Gain a second and a third from whoever you trade with. Draft DeJuan Jones out of Ohio State, then Hendon Hooker, then our future center / defensive tackle. No, I don't want to spend any picks on a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is already pissed off that the Packers spent a first-round pick on Jordan Love when they wanted to win a Super Bowl. I'm not doing that. I'm 100% using every pick this year, not using it on a quarterback. The first time I'm going to be really considering another quarterback in the draft might be the 2024 draft. And even then, I'm not necessarily sure that's going to wind up being the case. But right now, as it stands, I'm not thinking quarterback at all. But trading down, getting an extra second and third, I do like that. I don't need to make the pick at 13. I like Broderick Jones. I like Paris Johnson. Skoronski I shouldn't say he doesn't scare me a little bit. I just think I trust Joe Douglas's evaluation on him. I've heard people talk about his short arms and whatnot. But there's some good tackles at the back end of the first, too. DeJuan Jones could definitely be one of them. Sounds like the kid from Tennessee is creeping up people's draft boards. There's going to be a lot of people kind of hanging around. Name not found says, give them 42. Packers GM will reach for a mediocre player with that pick anyway. Nah, I want the principle of the thing. I want it to be pick 43. Sean says, I heard it's for a 13-15 swap. Packers are sitting at 15. And one of our seconds. I wouldn't like that. I don't want to do it. I don't think you have to trust 13. I don't think you have to touch 13 at all. I would not touch 13 in the slightest. Don't want to do it. Now, if you're swapping that pick and giving up the second and there's nothing else tied to Aaron Rodgers, maybe no conditional picks in the future. I'd probably do that. I don't know if that's... I don't want to touch 13, though. I really don't. I don't think we have to. Michael Murphy, I sort of don't want to talk Rodgers until the welcome party. I am mentally exhausted from all the Rodgers talk. I mean, it's awesome. I'm excited for it. But man, yeah, it's been rough these last few weeks waiting on this. David says, cool, I'll be watching your draft shows, even if it is early in the morning for me. Also, joined your new channel. Do you have a membership for your new channel so I can join that channel as well? David, we don't have one yet. For those of you guys that are just hopping into the stream, myself, O'Leary, and Greenbean launched a new channel together, collaboration. It's going to start in July, but it is active now if you'd like to go over and hit subscribe. The draft trailer for this year is over there. Draft stream is actually going to live on this channel for this year, and then everything come July will be on the Talkin' Jets channel. Well, everything meaning that particular show. Everything Jets Talk is still going to stay Jets Talk. Nothing changed there. But no memberships yet. We'll let people out. Let people know when it happens. Mega says, I suspect this won't get finalized until after the first round of the draft is underway. I believe the final draft compensation is dependent on what the Jets do, meaning keeping 13 or trading down. Yeah, maybe if they trade down, they're more likely to give up a pick that the Packers might want. I just don't want to give up a first. That's my my big thing. I don't think you have to. David Hall says, Jack Campbell, the linebacker from Iowa. I really like him. I'm a fan. If he's there in the second and we have both our seconds, like let's say we gave up next year's picks or something like that, he's someone I would strongly look at for sure. Indy Jets says, hey, Ryan, watching on the beach in Key West. Nice. Good stuff. That's awesome. It was cold up here today. Chilly. Hopefully you have nicer weather down there. NY Jets fan 4 says the deal is done already. I truly believe that June 1st is a real possibility. So do I. I think they're waiting. I think what's going to happen is Joe Douglas is going to give up a first-round pick in 2024 for the Packers to eat a little bit of that $60 million bonus, which they can do after that June 1st deadline. And it'll be less impactful this year. I think that's what they're waiting for. I really do. It doesn't seem like they're overly like pushing for this to happen right now. Like Douglas seems confident. Salas seems confident. For those of you guys that weren't in the stream earlier, I don't know how much has been reported about Robert Saleh and the PGA event that he spoke at the other day, but someone, I guess, asked him about Aaron Rodgers. I'm hearing this from a first person who was there in this, like at the meeting, and Saleh says he's coming. It's going to be here. I love that. A little bit of inside information. I don't get the inside stuff normally, but that was pretty cool. It was nice to hear that. Sean says, I don't want to spend draft picks on a quarterback this year. Build everything else, then trade up in the next couple of years for a future if Wilson doesn't work out. Yeah, I completely agree. I'm on that same exact wavelength. I don't want to draft a quarterback. Not for a little bit. J-Boy says, NFL making them hold out till draft night. They love the big news. I think they absolutely love the big news, but I don't know if it should happen on draft night. I don't want to... Maybe it happens like night 2, right before the 42nd, 43rd pick. I don't know. If I'm the NFL, I want this to kind of drag out as long as possible. Fill up all that dead space. Tyrone! If he comes on Bad Burrow, the channel. Where's my thing? Boom! Let's go. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. We'll do some more of the member-only streams. I didn't do one last Tuesday. We've been doing the Monday night or the Tuesday night 10 o'clock mock after the Talking Jets panel, and I didn't do it last week. I was exhausted. That was the first time I had been like on camera in a while. I'm getting over a bunch of daycare sicknesses. So thank you, Tyrone. You are the man. Drop some JETS in the chat for our newest member. Fred John says, if they satisfy offensive tackle and defensive tackle through free agency, would you give up our first for Aaron Rodgers and a second and a third? I don't know who you're bringing in at tackle right now. I would prefer the 5-year tackle at this point and maybe not the 2 second-round picks. But I guess if you felt confident you satisfied it in free agency, then yeah, I guess I would do that. I just don't know who you would get. I think that's more my concern. Harlan says, when the Jets do draft a quarterback, they should not trade up and take one in the first round. Remember, Rodgers dropped down to 24 when the Packers selected him. Yeah, but if you could go back and redraft, he'd be the first pick in the draft. So I don't know if you can necessarily always think that in that kind of capacity. But I do think I like the idea of wherever you're sitting in the draft, and if you want to get a quarterback, making the move to get up. You're not necessarily like giving the 3 second-round picks to move up to pick number 3 if you're the Jets, but I'm saying like what the Texans did, I think the Texans traded up. I think the Texans and Colts, or Texans and Chiefs both traded up to get Watson and Mahomes. So what I would do if we're loaded, and let's say we're sitting in like the mid-20s, if you could come up to pick 17, pick 12, a guy's just falling a little bit. Now if he sees this team come up that's fully loaded, say, hey, we believe in you. We're coming up to get you. We think you're the final piece. That's a pretty cool thing to have. Now, that being said, I want to ride with Zach Wilson in the background for these next few years, see how it plays out. I think the Jets are not going to be in position to get a quarterback as athletically gifted as Zach Wilson in the next 2 years with Rodgers at the helm. So I think there's a really good shot that the Jets kind of just let Zach develop and then just go all in on 1 year, 2025 after Rodgers is done, and you just say, okay, we're exercising the 5th-year option. Let's see what we got. What did we invest in? Let's see if it paid off. That's what I kind of hope it happens. The NY Bully says, I'm a fan of Stetson Bennett. That's the quarterback from Georgia. I know many aren't, but if we can get him with a later round pick and sit him behind Aaron Rodgers, I think he'd be a solid starter. I would be okay with that pick. If you wound up getting him in like the 6th or 7th round Like you get him a lot later in the draft where it's like almost an afterthought. You're kind of like, oh, okay, hey, he's going to compete with Tim Boyle. They're going to be like backup quarterbacks together. They're going to kind of figure out this thing. I could get behind that. And then maybe, even if Aaron Rodgers does a year, then you have Zach versus Stetson Bennett in 2024. That would be interesting. I still don't want a quarterback, but I don't necessarily dislike a late round gamble. I just want to use every pick on like winning this year. AZ Jet says, I agree with no quarterback, but we need to trade back in the first. I like the idea of trading back in the first. I don't have to do it, but I like the idea of trading back in the first. I think there's a lot of talent that the Jets need to get that can be found in the second through fourth rounds. That's defensive tackle, center, guard, linebacker, safety. These are guys that don't have to be first round picks, but you need the tackle. So if you can come back and still get a tackle in the first and add an extra second and third or extra third and fourth or something like that, would love it. Absolutely would love it. Tigo, what's up, dude? Tigo says hard pass on Bennett. Tigo's going to be on the Talking Jets draft party. Excited, dude. Tyrone says, Ryan, I think Aaron Rodgers will be a New York Jet during the NFL draft, bro. Well, you're going to capture our live reactions, right? That's what's going to wind up happening. Let's see. I wonder, let me see if I actually have this here. If I can play this video. You know what? I think I have to. Let me do this. I'll put it in preview mode. See if I can get this to do it. All right. I think. All right. I think I found it. So, guys, if you have not seen the draft trailer, here it is.
Be there in the second.
The Jets traded up.
Yeah. NFL draft, baby. Draft party coming back again. This is year 4? I think it's year 4. Pretty sure our first draft was Mekhi Becton year. But yeah, we're coming back. We got a bunch of people coming on. We're really excited about it. And Matt Greenbean and I start a new channel. YouTube.com/@TalkingJets. So if you guys want to head over there, hit the like button. Subscribe. And if you leave a comment under the only video that's over there, the trailer, every comment you leave qualifies you for our t-shirt and jersey giveaways throughout the rest of this month through the NFL draft. I'm all about it, boys and girls. Harlan talking to Jimmy Jets says the Jets will not select a quarterback in this year's draft. Maybe not next year either. I agree. I think there's a good shot they don't take a quarterback in either draft. I do think there's a higher likelihood they do it next year. I don't think they roll the dice on a quarterback this year. I really don't. See, Paul's excited for the draft stream. Andrew Yale says Aaron Rodgers and Lazard picks. Rocky 3 beach montage. Want to see it. John, over 100,000 viewers though. Is that true? Probably not unique individual viewers. I'm sure a bunch of you guys come in and out throughout the course of the days. But over between YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Twitch, I think is what we calculated. YouTube almost broke 100,000 by itself if you count all, technically 4 streams, because we had day 2 split. It screwed up, dropped internet. JD says, you're getting Aaron Rodgers, baby. Oh, yeah. Chop Liver says, you could spam 100 comments and be entered 100 times. You could. I would say don't spam it. Like, make it look not terrible on the comments. But, yeah, you can enter as many comments as you'd like. Hopefully you're writing nice things over there so people want to subscribe. Amanda talking about Jake Asman. Jake Asman going to be on the draft stream. Shadow Realms people, not blocks. Rarely does he block someone. That's the difference. Yeah, I like... I'll do it. I'll put people in a timeout in the live chat sometimes. I don't know if I probably have a few people blocked. There were a few people that said like some like really nasty stuff. One time I was like, yo, you're out of here, dude. I don't need to hear this. But other than that, I'm pretty docile as far as like moderating this thing. What's you guys talking about in here? Gary says, we can have 3 seconds, get a third back, and get a tackle or a center tackle, defensive tackle, free safety, then Dorian Williams or Papo. Those are the linebackers. Smaller, real fast, can cover. Dorian can cover 160 yards all year at Tulane is what he gave up. We're going to have another year with 5 picks in the top 96. That would be really cool. I like the idea of trading back and getting more picks. I really do. I'm just afraid to leave the tackles sitting there. If the tackles are gone, maybe Joe Douglas has a specific tackle he wants, and then outside of that could go a different direction. Kareem says, nah, he's blocked me 15 times talking about Asman. Stop doing stupid stuff, stupid. He's not going to block you for no reason. It's all right. You can hang over here until you do something dumb. Tigo says, do I already have a wrench over there? If not, we riot. I don't think we have any mods on the new channel yet. I don't think we haven't done anything. I don't know if we're allowed to live stream yet. I think you need to hit certain thresholds. Maybe not. Shad says, I can't find Talking Jets channel. YouTube.com/@ the actual @ sign. Talking Jets. Tigo wants to riot because he's not a moderator over there. Sorry, dude. J-Boy, is Jet Central going to be on? So we were talking. He would like to be on. He's just not sure what his draft plans are. So I didn't put the video of him in. I just threw his logo in the back. But we'll see. I hope so. I'd like to get him in here. Any decent prospects at quarterback after the 3rd round? Red John, no. I don't want a quarterback. Not even looking at him. Harlan says, Dorian Williams is the best coverage linebacker. I like him. I'm a fan. Watched a little bit. I'll be honest, this is probably the least prepared for a draft I've really been, just because I'm so tackle in the 1st round and like center in the 2nd round. I think those are the 2 positions I've kind of locked in on, and I know some pretty decent depth at them. And then linebacker, it kind of depends. I'll probably know a little bit more as we get a little closer. Once we kind of see if this Rodgers thing is going to go through. I don't know if I should be looking at 2nd round guys or 4th round guys. It's kind of like a pretty wide gap there. Kevin says, do you have other plans for the Talking Jets channel other than Tuesday streams and draft parties? So this year's draft party is going to live on this channel for right now just because we have the monetization and we have the following. So we'll keep it here. But then in July, we're moving all the Talking Jets stuff over to the new channel. Right now, it's going to start as just the Tuesday show, but I think it may evolve over time. We'll kind of see how it goes. It depends how successful it is. If people like it and people want to see more of the three of us together, then I'm sure we would. But we're all going to have our own, individual channels still too. So going to be focusing on that. But yeah, we want to put out a few different content things. Like we like the idea of doing the different channels, so that way you can hear our reactions on things live. And then after we've kind of digested stuff with the chats and everything, then maybe we reconvene for a later panel at another time. Maybe later in the day. That sort of thing. We'll see, though. Still kind of evolving. A little bit of a work in progress, but we're excited for it. Andrew Yale says, Ryan. Andrew. Jimmy Jet says, if the top 3 tackles are gone by 13, trade down and take the tackle. Monch is a mauler. Yeah, I've heard people really like him. I don't know anything about him, though. I'll be honest. I've seen the name pop up a few times. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about this guy. This is the guy without the teeth in the front. Yeah, this guy was pretty cool. He was at the Senior Bowl. Man, his friggin' spider chart is ridiculous. He's got great metrics in terms of his athleticism, but his height, weight, hand, arm, and wingspan, like all the physical things, are awful in comparison to other offensive tackles. That's a little scary, I guess. But he does look like I forgot that was him. I remember seeing the clips. I feel like the Senior Bowl was so long ago now. Talking Jets with Tigo says, Monch will be an interior offensive lineman at the next level, probably, but I love this kid. Yeah, the arm length definitely seems to indicate that. You can have shorter arms as a guard. As a tackle, little scarier. But as Tigo mentions, he plays all 5 positions on the offensive line. Versatility. Joe Douglas loves his versatility. Depending on where you think you can get this kid, could be worth it. What do they say? NFL Draft Buzz is saying late second. I see him ranked anywhere from 38th to like 60 is really the range they're kind of looking at this guy for. It's funny, NFL.com and ESPN.com both have him as the 43rd ranked player, or going 43rd to the Jets. So maybe we do go that route. And he's just like a tackle guard center hybrid. He's just some freak offensive lineman. Let's do it. Why not? Kareem, no. Absolutely not. No. These are bad draft picks. This is why you got kicked out of O'Leary's stream. Red John, don't be fooled, Ryan. Monch is Matt O'Leary with a wig. O'Leary's got nice teeth. But he's definitely the red-haired stuff or long-haired stuff. It's the metrics. It's O'Leary's 40-yard dash. O'Leary's like 6'5", though. Big dude. Someone recently someone paid Jake Asman $300 to block FM. If someone wants to get him unblocked, it'll cost $1,000 to do it. I should do that. Yeah, we'll do. Let's see what number do we have to get to ban FM? I don't want to do that. That's really funny though. Maybe we'll do a timeout or something. Oh, D-Don. D-Don says, trade back 2 times, get a center in the late 20s, get a tackle, get a defensive tackle in the second. He wants Zach C at running back. It's It's interesting. I like the idea of going center in the 20s because if you do that, then you get him for the 5-year contract. If you get the second round picks, that's where I'm probably more likely to go with like a safety, a linebacker, defensive tackle. I want the 5-year contract for like the offensive lineman if possible. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Andy says, post a link to the new channel. Okay. All right, I'll pin it in the live chat. So that way you guys can see it. For those of you guys that are just hopping into the stream, let's take a listen to that video clip again of Joe Douglas saying he is going to be here. And I want you to listen to the sentence after Joe Douglas says this. There's something that it's hard to hear, but it almost sounds like eventually. And I want you guys to listen.
J-E-T-S, Jets. All right, so let me ask you. You drafted 2 Rookie of the Years, Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. What was that like?
It's pretty fun. It's credit to those guys for what they did this year, but those guys love football and they're unbelievable.
You love football. You love football, baby. It's your Jet GM, baby. Maybe the best that there ever has been. I'm telling you. So, I have to ask you. Aaron Rodgers, when's he coming?
He's going to be here.
I think he says he's going to get here eventually, man. I think that's what he says after it. He says he's going to be here, and then they start cheering, and then you start hearing he's going to get here eventually. I think that's what he says. Definitely sounds like Joe Douglas is enjoying himself, having a few brewskis, like he should. Joe Douglas looks like he can have fun. Looks like he can, like, see, we don't even know. Joe Douglas is probably like 40 beers deep there, and he's just like, I'm good. I'm stone cold. I'm going to get Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers are going to pay for it. That's how he negotiates. Love me some Joe Douglas. Chop Liver says, very hard to hear with the crowd. Can you edit the video and cut the crowd out? I can't do that. I could probably boost certain parts of that audio clip to maybe catch that little bit at the end. Maybe it's not as loud coming through to you guys. I can hear it pretty well with the earbuds in, and it definitely sounds like it will be, like he'll be here eventually, man. Seems like Andrew says he heard the same thing. Tigo says he's going to be here. He's going to get here eventually, man. That's exactly what I heard. 100%. Oh, maximum flastions. I gotta show this on screen. Joe Douglas has a big swinging donkey. Best GM in football. I agree. I love me some Joe Douglas. Boomer sounds blasted. Good. Have fun. It's a Friday night. Michael Murphy just subscribed, number 430, over on the new Talking Jets channel. Channel's pinned in the live chat, boys and girls. Hit it. Indy Jets just subscribed. Left a little something nice in the comments. Indy Jets, you're qualified for all our giveaways for the remainder of the year. Or not remainder of the year. Remainder of through the draft. Through the draft. Andrew Yale says, if he shotgunned a beer, I would have lost it. If he did like slam the cans together and just like pour beer on him, oh my God. I'd get him tattooed on me. Joe Douglas. My man crush. Love it. Barney says, I can read lips. Play the eventually part again. See, Rubba-Dub Dubbins says, I can hear it. That's what he said. Dark Soldier, he'll get here eventually. I'm serious. I definitely think that's what happened. Cream says, y'all are cheering because your GM is drunk, tampered in 4K. Y'all are insane poverty fan base. Wow, what a sad, sad person. He's very upset. I am cheering on our GM. And you know what? He says he's going to be here. He doesn't say he's going to be a New York Jet, right? He's going to get here eventually. He's going to get to whatever building they're in eventually. Not tampering. It's also probably not tampering when you have permission to talk to the player. You can't talk about the trade, but he'll get here eventually. Andrew says, when the trade is official, imagine that party. It's going to be fun. It's going to happen while I'm at work. That's the way it's going to crack down at this point. That's okay. Tim says he also subscribed to the new channel. Thank you, Tim. He says, is there a position group outside of interior offensive line you would be cool with in the second? Well, I like center, like I've said. I like defensive tackle. I like safety. I like linebacker. So any one of those four, I would be totally fine with going in the second round. I would say Jack Campbell's a really interesting linebacker that I like. I like any one of John Michael Smith's or Weipler or I really like Stromberg, but I think Stromberg's more of a third, fourth round kind of guy. Safety-wise, Antonio Johnson, I think, is an interesting pick for the Jets there. I would love to sit tight, go tackle, center, safety, and then trade for Rodgers after this draft. But I don't know if that's actually going to happen. We'll see. John Nolte, new channel, locked and loaded. Thank you, dude. Thank you for subscribing. Didon says, who is our new return guy? Mecole Hardman, I think. The wedge. Yay, Rex Ryan. Go Jets. Oh, yay, Ryan. Rex. Go Jets. I'm not happy, but we do have a Green Bay quarterback. Yeah, right? You got Tim Boyle now. Basically the same thing as Aaron Rodgers. Like a solid, basically the same thing. I think it's close, right? It's a good thing that he likes him. Rodgers liking Boyle, that is. I think it's good to have that kind of chemistry. Darren says he's number 452 over on the new channel. Trevor T says, I'm subscribed. And Joe Douglas is winning. He's got the little ice cream emoji. Love it. Love it. Sports 01. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, dude. Andrew Yell, OBJ. I think it's eventually going to happen. You don't see OBJ around Robert Saleh at the owners' meeting or at a Suns game, and then nothing comes to fruition. I think this will eventually get done after Aaron Rodgers, and I think there's going to be some other trades that have to happen. Like I think Corey Davis is going to be included in one of these trades, and then that will free open the spot, and then you're not saying like, oh, you know, we're cutting Corey Davis for this guy. It's, oh, we've traded Corey Davis for Aaron Rodgers, and we're adding this guy. I could see that. Tim says, hell yeah, love Jack Campbell. Center is a big need, but hopefully we can shore it up before the draft. Yeah, I would like to get Campbell as a linebacker, but safety to me is so much more important than linebacker right now. I would go tackle, center in the first 2 rounds. 100%. Kevin Chatta says, what's today's update? Today's update is Joe Douglas talking at a fan event saying he's going to be here. He's going to be here eventually. Love it. Adam S. just subbed up the new channel. That's an interesting name. How will they get how will they sort out the cap with Rodgers trade if it happens and giving number 95, Quinnen Williams, a new deal? Because it's not bad. Aaron Rodgers' cap hit is really not bad. And the way you would sign, so our cap is about $9.5 million right now, not factoring in the Simmons trade, I guess, or Simmons signing. So we'd have to see what that, or Jefferson, not Jefferson. Why am I saying Simmons? Jefferson signing. So I don't know where we're sitting right now as far as draft compensation or what is that, money cap wise. But I think what's probably looking to happen is you restructure CJ Mosley at some point. I think you either restructure Carl Lawson to bring him back at a lower number, or you move on from him, but it doesn't seem like they're ready to move on from him. And then I would say you could extend Quinnen and not have his big money hit this year. You could actually keep his cap hit as his current cap hit, and then give him his signing bonus, and then have the signing bonus hit the rest of the other years. So I don't think it's too bad. I think I did a Quinnen Williams contract in my first mock-off season, if you wanted to see what the actual breakdown could kind of look like. He's going to get a lot more than I thought. I was thinking he'd get 23. But now, what's his face? Just got 23.7. Quinnen's got to get close to that. You know, at least that much, I would think. You'd probably be giving him like $24 million a year, $25 million a year. Tim asks, any plans for Jets 24/7 once the new channel is established? Are you talking about like this particular channel, or are you talking about like a different, maybe Jets 24/7? But yeah, no, I'm still going to do the same stuff over here. It's literally just the Talking Jets panel that's going to live over on that Talking Jets channel. Mainly, we think that could be a really good, fun way to grow the channel. Kind of wind up meeting a whole bunch of new people. Plus, it's kind of weird that I started getting a bunch of comments that were like, wait, do Matt and Greenbean actually have their own channel? And I'm like, oh, yeah, like subscribe to them. But yeah, so Talking Jets is going to live over there. And then everything else stays the same. Everything else is normal, business as usual. So nothing's changing over here. David Gerard, damn, did I miss the stream? What are you doing live? We had a video drop of Joe Douglas talking to fans saying Aaron Rodgers, he's going to be here. He's going to get here eventually. Check it out. Type in Joe Douglas on Twitter right now. That video is everywhere. You can definitely see it. I played it like 3 or 4 times in here. I don't know if I should play it again. Let's see. Nick's was a little too high. Thought this guy was talking about the Ben Simmons trade. No, not talking about the Ben Simmons trade. Definitely saying the wrong names. Jefferson. Oh, Kev Chattis says, what other channel? You got to click the pinned comment, my friend. Myself, O'Leary, and Greenbean launching a new channel, Talking Jets. YouTube.com/@TalkingJets. It doesn't really come up in the search field right now because we've only posted the trailer for the draft stream, which is maybe a little bit of a mixed message because the draft stream is going to be on this channel for this year, and then everything else will be over there after that for the Talking Jets stuff. But yeah, gotta subscribe. Mario Jets fan says Joe Douglas was definitely sauced. Yeah, you guys can vote on that poll question too. We've got 628 votes. 71% of you think Joe Douglas is confident. 21% of you say Joe Douglas is feeling good. And 8% of you say Joe Douglas is tampering. 8% of you are division rivals or Packers fans. That's what you are. Love it. Chico Chris says, did you see Lazard and Rodgers working out? I did. Always cool. He's already starting with the reps with the wide receivers, right? That's a Jet wide receiver right there. Building some chemistry. Garrett Wilson's going to get out there. They're going to do some things without being at team facilities. If this trade doesn't get done, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to do some stuff. I'm here for that. All right. How long was I live for? What is this? Well, that's about an hour. Let's cut that off right here so I don't go too crazy. Guys, by and large, Joe Douglas feeling good at a fan event, saying Aaron Rodgers is going to be here. He's going to be here eventually. Just confirms that even maybe a feeling good Joe Douglas is confident enough to put his reputation, his name on the line to say this Hall of Fame quarterback's going to be here. We've been fed all sorts of bullshit all week. The 49ers might be in on it. Oh, there's another team sneaking around. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't buy it for a second. Not for one solitary second. Joe Douglas, he's going to show the S on his chest. He's going to say, hey, man, I am the super GM. Don't you guys worry about it. Could it get done Monday? Then we have the whole week to talk about Aaron Rodgers stuff. Does it wait a little bit longer? Does it get done eventually? Maybe June 1st. Get a little cap savings. Things of that nature. Boys and girls, hit that like button on the way out. My name's Ryan. This is Jets Talk. Signing off. JETS!